Okay, we are finally ready to go here. All right, and what I wanted to talk about again today is about building local communities stronger by using TBC, because we need to be able to use it in order for it to do us any good. And we can run around telling people how good TBC is, how rich they'll be, and this and that, but what they want is they want to have a way to use it. And I believe that's important. And to do that, well, we have to reverse the setup that has been, you know, what has been set up. We've got to reverse the whole thing. And it's not going to be an overnight thing, obviously. But there are pressures on right now. They're higher in the US than they are here in Canada. But I believe, as always, that the Canada is not very detached from the US. If the US is beginning to face huge problems with what is it, more than 300 million people that the US has, well, Canada having 30 some million, which is about a tenth of the amount of what the US has probably, it is very unlikely that we're not going to be facing some of the same problems. And what the US government right now is pushing for, and we know who is behind it. We know that it's the banking cartel that's behind it. And it's being pushed by Obama and by Hillary Clinton and those people. And where Trump is, we don't know for sure. It's really hard to say. Is he literally really working for the Americans, or is he kind of going along with the cabal? We don't really know. Hey, Pedro, why don't you join me? You're welcome to do so if you want. But anyhow, you can hear me, right, Pedro? Will you type yes if you can? Okay, anyhow, the biggest thing that is needed is awareness, is that people become aware of what is going on. And I was just on the phone with my daughter, and it wasn't really that she didn't believe me. Thanks, Pedro. It wasn't really that she didn't believe me, but her first response was, well, what can just a couple of people do? Well, a couple of people can wake up a couple of more, and those, they can each wake up a couple of more. I mean, let's look at this for a little bit. It works, doesn't it? It would work. We could, if every person would wake up some of their friends and relatives, and before long we would have a massive amount of people that would be working on the same project, that of reversing the system setup. And by that I mean all of the the way it's been set up, so that everything is controlled from one central place, that the money all goes to one central place. It needs to be reversed, folks. This needs to be reversed. And the US are working very hard on, I mean, the US government, as it were, and of course we know it's a mess there, but they're really trying to have vaccines. And what it's all about is to try to keep the system, the monetary system, from collapsing. That's what they're trying to do, or at least that's the cloak that they're putting on. How should we say it? That's the wool. That's the wool that they have put around the wolf to make it look like it's a good thing, or at least that's right. The cloak that. So that is the wool that the wolf is wearing to make it look like they have the good of the people in mind, you know, because vaccines, you know, it would be, you know, it's cheap or whatever. Well, that's how they make a lot of money. That's one of the biggest money makers. That's why vaccines are pushed so hard. That's why it's supposedly mandatory to have your children vaccinated. And so these kind of things, they are huge problems, because if people don't wake up and go and work against it, it is, you know, it's going to kill millions. And always, you know, what they do is they make it sound like, oh, well, we have something for it. We gotta have a drug for that, right? Something that they create, and then, oh, we have a drug for that. Well, maybe that drug that they have is going to suppress it for a bit, but then they have to add another drug in order to suppress it a bit longer. Seriously? Is that where we want to go, people? Is that really where we want to go? We can we can clearly see what is needed. It's TBC. It's TBC that's needed. That people just trade with TBC between each other and forget about the system. You know, grow your own foods, pay farmers to grow your foods and stuff, and go from there, right? There are private jets, especially with the TBCs. There are people that easily have enough money to buy a private jet, and so to buy and supply food to where it's needed. It could come down to that, because the way it's where they're headed now is pretty. It's really not where people want to be. That's for sure.
You got that right, John.
Thank you, Diana, for joining our conversation here. I have posted the link. If you'd like to be in on it, you're welcome to. Yeah, so my take on it is that that we use as much as we can TBC in as many ways as we can, and then use it to spread it out and help. Like we have a few items that we're going to be selling, and so we're going to be advertising them that we would like TBC. We'd like to be paid in TBC for it. That way we're going to have people asking, well, what is it? Or, you know, and then we get a chance to tell them. Because if you just walk up to people and try to sell them on that idea of TBC, they basically just, you know, they don't want to hear about it unless they really know you and trust you that it's something good. Otherwise they don't want to hear about it. And you know, that's my take on this, because it is becoming extremely necessary that we have another way to deal, you know, besides the monetary system, because the cabal is definitely not giving up easily. We can tell that. So
Can you hear me, John?
yeah, sure.
You said you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, like you were saying, how some people, you tell some people about TBC, and they don't want to, unless they know you, they won't trust you. So if you had some people that you want to get rid of, you just talk to them about TBC.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'd rather not. I don't really.
No, I'm just saying for an example.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is that the news media does not tell people how things are. That's just how they're set up. Like, they are only telling what they're being told by basically by the you know, cabal or elite or whatever you want to call those thugs.
Or bastards.
Yeah. And because of that, we don't you know, the news media does not tell us what we need to know. And so it's necessary that we share, you know, as much as we can with people we know, and have things you know, have it spread so that people can find out what the truth is, because otherwise we won't get it, right? And this is what
They would probably, but when it's too late, at a point when it's too late.
yeah, the thing is, they don't even when it's too late, they still likely won't understand it, you know, because they're just wondering what's going on, why is this happening, right? Unless,
Yeah, someone that it had been brought to their attention about TBC or what is going on, maybe they would think back. Yeah, that's right. They was warned about this, but I didn't believe it, right? Or in that sense.
oh, that's right, Pedro. Yeah, in that sense, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, so because in the States, I know there are many people that are working very hard to try to bring this to people's attention, and many people do know, very many people do know, but man, is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough people that are going to take action to prevent these things? And because you know, if the local governments can at least be convinced to bring things to a halt, you know, like a federal bill can't be passed if there's provincial governments that are saying, look, you know what, there is disinformation or something, we have to you know, we have to know more what's going on, or what, you know, then they can't pass the bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically, and that's what we're going to need to do here in Canada as well. And the way I see it, that is a good way to pass along the idea of crypto, and of TBC, because there is an alternative. We can, we can work on stopping or moving away from the monetary system as it is. And I know that the last thing we want to do is to wait for the government to come up with some kind of a solution, because that solution, we know what that would do.
Yeah. That does us no good.
No. That's right. That's they always make it sound like, oh, this is what we need. Here you go. We've found the cure. We've got, we got the right thing for you. But when in fact it's actually just basically like pouring some more fuel on the fire.
Pretty much, yeah.
So so now with TBC itself, it is we are in a very, very good position to move very fast, because all the new people that sign up, they're all on the new blockchain. Okay, so when we refer new people, they are given cookies, not Kringles. The Kringle system, the way it worked was that it was part of a coin, and then if they end up abandoning their wallet or whatever and don't do anything with it, then that coin is lost. Whereas with the cookies, it's not like that. They have to actually actively redeem it. And I'm not sure if they have to pay the $10 fee first before they can redeem it. I hope so, because I think that would be the right way to go about that. And then they can, I'm quite sure that it'll be like that. At least that's the way I see it. It should be.
Yeah, I would think so too. Well, that's what they started, right? That you had to pay your $10 wallet fee before you could receive your Kringles, the 25,000 Kringles that you would get for signing up.
Oh, yeah, right. So that would be the same with this then. And in order to redeem their cookies, then they'd have to pay the $10 fee, right? Okay, I think they do have to pay the fee first. Yeah, I believe you're right, Diana.
Yeah, me too.
So that's very good, and that makes it a very good system. We're all ready to go to we could actually refer people as fast as we can, and it's the system will easily handle it, because the migration is only the people who aren't, it's not the new people coming on. They're not migrated. They're already on the new blockchain, right?
Yeah.
So while we have time to wake up the people that have wandered away from the system, the new people in the meantime, they can all be brought in, and they'll be on a new blockchain, and away we go.
Yeah, John, have you come across when this when it's starting, that like for being in the broadcast, like anybody that does the broadcast, that they are going to receive
You mean getting those leads?
the leads that you were talking about, yeah. Have you heard anything about that one that is starting, or
no, I'm not quite sure. I think I'm not quite sure how that works. I think admin is contacting them, as well as, of course, people who have referred people. They contact them, because I contact the people that I referred and that haven't been active. I think there's going to be a time where all of a sudden many of them are going to to come on, but it seems like it's kind of I don't know, as if it's difficult to reach them or something. But I believe that they'll come around. It's a matter of their friends or somebody they know all of a sudden being all excited about it, right? And then, you know, having become a new member, and all of a sudden they'll tell them about it and stuff, and then that's when they're going to say, oh yeah, oh, I signed up back in 2017. You know, I'm going to see what's up now.
Yeah.
So that's I think what I think is going to happen with a lot of the people.
Maybe Diana has heard about this as well. I don't know.
Yeah, by all means, share your ideas. Have you been with TBC quite a while, Diana, or maybe you've told me in the past? I'm not sure. Don't remember. Pedro and I, we signed up in July of 2017. We mysteriously found that coin that Pedro was looking for.
Yeah, didn't we? You found it for me, John. I was looking for it, and you went looking. You actually went and found it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're telling me that what kind of a coin you would like to see, you know, being invented, and then the following week I happened to find it. Yeah.
Yeah, you came across it, even though you didn't look for it, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I was looking in an exchange, and I thought I found it in that exchange, but it was actually never in that exchange. So it must have been a mistype of the letters when I found it, and I came across it like that.
Yeah, wonderful.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think that's that you're probably right about that, Diana. But what I do is I contact at least every couple of days. I contact the people that I referred, and you know, you give them an update and stuff. And I mean, eventually, I'm thinking that I don't know if they don't believe me or what, but I think somehow they, you know, eventually they'll come around. And hopefully soon enough, before, you know, at least within the 3 months, right?
Yeah, hopefully, yes.
Because if they wouldn't come around after the migration is over and the old blockchain gets shut down, they'd have to start over, sign up again.
Yeah, and all those kringles are now lost then.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. But the those kringles would be lost. But if they start over, they would just get the cookies then.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the new system probably wouldn't care if. I was just thinking how the system would react if they try to sign up with the same wallet, but it likely wouldn't matter because the new system wouldn't have their information on it anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Some will probably come back, but they won't all.
Right.
Most likely not.
No, that's right, Diana. Begging them is no good. That's all I do is I let them know that I have that I do these hangouts, and I give them some information about some updates. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. If they join on the new blockchain, cookies that they would get, they would be able to redeem them in November. Unless now through the month of May, they might be able to do them right away while the redemption period is on. I don't know. I never thought about that. But while redemption is on, they might be able to do it right away until the end of May. I don't know. I really haven't heard details about that. But then the next one is coming up in November. I guess not in December, huh, Diana?
So, John, were you on Randy's broadcast this afternoon?
No, I actually wasn't. I was making a bunch of changes on my website, and I forgot about.
Yeah, he was making a point how we could ask how can we help instead of when is this going on, or when is this going to be working, or when will this and this, when and where and when and when.
Yeah.
Instead of that, why wouldn't we ask how can we help to grow? What can we do to help? And he was saying that not one person had asked him how can I help to grow TBC.
Oh yeah. Oh, ask. You mean ask these new people?
No. He was saying that no one had ever come to him asking, how can I help?
Right.
To make it easier for them who are behind the scenes and do so much work. How can I help to probably make it easier for them?
Yeah.
Instead, they just comment and ask, when is this and when is that and when.
Well, I had somebody email me today, and he said my send button just came on. How do I sell TBC? I need money.
Oh, come on, people.
I told him, I said, I emailed him back. I said, just quickly refer. If you need money quick, then just quickly refer some people and sell them TBC. Then you got money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's TBC wasn't made for that purpose, to just try to sell it out of your wallet to get money. It's meant to replace the old system, right? But for that, we got to have patience, and we got to work on this.
Yeah.
You know, because it takes a lot of people to make that work.
Who said it? If you help enough people getting what they want, then you can have anything you want in your life.
That was Zig Ziglar.
Yeah, and I think that is so true. I actually know that it is.
Yeah, that's for sure. That scenario even worked in the old system, and now with TBC, it's going to even be much easier. It's incredible how much easier we can make life with TBC. It's there's hardly a comparison. We will have so much time on our hands for holidays and going dancing and laying at the beach, and I'm not quite sure what all people like doing. Myself, I like working, but not all the time. But I love what I do, and but eventually promoting TBC is eventually going to phase out, because once we have 1 billion members, we won't need to do that. But
well, then we have lots of work to do.
There will be plenty other things to do. That's right. Yes, I believe you're right, Diana. Many new things are going to come down the pipe, and one of those things is creating energy generators. Like there are, I don't know if you have been on my website, Diana. I have a video on there for free generators, like units that we can be building. Yeah, corporations such as hospitals have to come on, yes, and get rid of the drug system that we have. We need health. We need things with health. You know, instead of drugs, we need stuff that are healthy for people, right?
Health products. Yeah.
So there is very much. It's going to take labs and in the farming industry, there are such big steps that we need to take to grow healthy foods, you know, in all areas. In
organic.
Yeah,
organic food.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. There's a generator that I because I've been looking up on this kind of stuff, and my brother, he actually made a generator that runs on its own and actually charges battery without any power to run it. It's perpetual power. But this unit that I saw that had been designed back in the 50s, it has been kept from us all these years, but it is a very good unit. It's amazing. If you go see it on my website, or just go on YouTube and type in John Serum generator, something like that, and it'll come up. So yeah, it's amazing how many, what things all there is to do to clean up this world, and also to make things better, to make life better for people. So and just in every area, it is amazing. So we will have work to do. There is no doubt about that. And that's where TBC is going to be so beneficial.
John, my broadcast is on at 10.
All right. Well, I think my time is pretty much up. Oh, I forgot how my time kind of got away on me here. Yours is at 10. Well, I'll be on yours then too. It's not 10 o'clock yet, but I guess I'll sign off then. It's already over the half hour, so.
Yeah, John. Diana is asking you a question there.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that's correct. Is that the proper spelling? It looks correct, Diana. If you type that in YouTube, I believe it'll get you to his work. It's and he's actually writing a 1,000-page book for the complete documentary. So it's he wants this stuff available to people. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it very much. And again, we'll look forward to having some people again tomorrow. If you want to come back, you're welcome to. And so my name is John Harder, and my website is cryptotbc.com, and I'm signing off. Peace.